Good afternoon, Libra ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. Okay. Now, for this reading, what I like to do is to go in and engage you in a thought-provoking reading that includes basically only you Libra couples out there. Now, you've seen that I've posted readings for you single, so now it's your turn. Okay. So, in this reading, Libra, I'm going to focus primarily on three specific questions, okay? I'm going to first look at the energy presented in the cards to just show, perhaps an energy that you might be, in fact, clinging to, and one that you might want to consider taking ownership and letting go so that you can move forward comfortably, and with good thinking in terms of improving your romantic situation. The next card I like to select will include a topic or a strength or a gift that you might possess that will remind you that you are indeed worthwhile. Okay? And last but not least, I'm going to just give you a few more additional messages regarding some actions you can take as well as areas where you might consider paying a bit more attention with regards to your situation. So this reading is again more suitable for you Libras out there who are in an existing type situation where your relationship might have soured and you're trying to do all that you can to improve it, okay? This reading is not necessarily predictive, okay? It's more a combination advice as well as predictive, okay? Rest assured, Libras, that this reading will not resonate for each and every one of you out there. But for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope that it does offer you the information that you're seeking. Okay, so here again, I'm going to go on and just start off by shuffling up these cards to see what we have here. So, Spirit, what message do you have for Libra here in regards to those in an existing romantic situation? And, messages that would help them improve their situation, okay? Now, this reading is valid until the end of June, okay? So let's see what we have here. All right. So let's start off by just looking at the cards that fell to the bottom of the deck here. I'm going to go on and select two. All right, we have both soulmates as well as boundaries, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so let me just put this right there. So with soulmates, that's kind of suggesting to you, Libra, that it's time that you understand that being yourself is certainly key, really, to securing a harmonious type relationship. This requires you to let go of any pretentiousness, okay? And it also tells you, Libra, for those of you who have, been a bit pretentious in relationships, it's time that you embrace change here, okay? And it's also telling you, too, that you have to give you patience with your partner to allow him or her to embrace this new attitude. I mean, if you've, kind of been fake from the beginning or whatnot, it's time that you embrace change and be real. All right? It's time that you be unashamedly you, Libra. All right? Then we have boundaries. Okay? So, with having boundaries there, that says that, you need to also put some type of boundaries in place. Some of you might have the proclivity to continue to do things when you know that you don't really want to do them. You have to learn, ladies and gentlemen, to stop saying yes to everything when you know that you really don't want to do it. All right. So it's almost, you have to learn more so how to say no. That's what I'm kind of getting here. All right. You also have to communicate what your heart truly desires. Again, it requires you, to not just express things that you think your partner would like to hear And you really don't. You're just doing it just to be doing it. It requires you to be honest with your feelings. Okay? So try not to start off doing something a certain way, then decide to kind of change things later because you were not only being, I mean, really dis, honest to yourself, and you were being very dishonest to your partner. So it's time that I'm getting here with seeing those cards that you need to revisit your past and really find a way to really establish boundaries between the now as well as then, or the then and now. Okay? So let's look at your first card here that I'm going to go on and select here. And this card indicates perhaps a pattern or an energy that perhaps that some of you are clinging to, or many of you are clinging to, and you might want to resolve it or let go. It seems to be something that's stemming from your past. And this is usually a very positive card here because that's spiritual maturity here. So I'm kind of feeling that just to look at it more on a negative type aspect here. Many of you, it seems that you may have accepted others' truth here, okay? Be it past lovers or perhaps from, those who raised you, all right? Now you need to kind of find a way to look beyond others' beliefs or others' problems and honestly discuss your feelings with your partner. Again, it's all about being, really authentic with your feelings. It's all about finding a way to express your emotions. You can't expect a relationship to stay harmoniously if it's only one person that's always sharing his or her feelings. It requires both of you. It requires, ladies and gentlemen, spiritual maturity, but more so in a positive type sense. Okay? So let's look at your second discussion topic here. A topic, ladies and gentlemen, that you might discover where your strengths lie. Okay? And it might also be something that you could kind of discuss with your lover at this moment here, too, as well, here. All right? So we have divine feminine. All right? So, of course, with this card, it certainly shows that, your strength certainly lies in you having faith in one another. That you have the patience here, to trust. It's telling you to really trust your intuition. Try to work things out with your partner as much as possible and strive, ladies and gentlemen, for a win-win situation, but continue to trust in that intuition of yours. All right? And third, let's look at a few areas where you might benefit if you paid a bit more attention, particularly during this time frame in question here. We have both positive cards, ladies and gentlemen. We have abundance as well as luminosity. Okay? So both these cards are kind of suggesting, we're starting with abundance here, is telling you to really understand that there is more to life than money. Correct? Abundance comes in many forms. It comes in you having good health, for example. So this card is kind of telling you to really have a more optimistic approach to living. Surrender negative thinking. All right. And then you have this luminosity card here, which is also positive. Okay. With particularly with these cards, this card is similar to the chivalrous male in that they each nurture one another. So continue to nurture each other, ladies and gentlemen. Be graceful and really learn to express your feelings a bit more clearly here. I can't stress it enough here. It seems that again that you guys tend to bottle up your feelings a bit too much, so much so that sometimes it leads to the ultimate demise of a relationship. If the other person really never knows where or doesn't know where your feelings are coming from or your intentions, it doesn't work well when it comes to a successful relationship here. All right. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take out another deck of cards here just to keeping along the lines and, of other actions or things that you might want to consider surrendering moving forward here. I'm going to shuffle up these cards here just to give you a few more messages into your situation on things that you might want to consider letting go. All right. So, Spirit, what additional messages here would you like me to share with Libra? Okay, regarding this situation. Okay, let's see what we have. It's time, Libra, that you surrender the drama. Okay, I feel that for many of you, you've been going through a lot of drama lately. It's time that you release it and let it go. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, it's time that you try to make some effort to remain in calm and don't contribute to the drama. Because really staying centered will really, in fact, help you resolve the issue a bit more clearly. Okay? Surrender to divine timing. Sometimes you have to understand that divine timing certainly will, in fact, and usually always differ from your ego's timing. If a goal really isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, you have to learn to be a bit more patient and trust the universal flow. Surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard, okay? Because it's only going to contribute to more stress. Understand that the art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. It's time that many of you need to just take your hands off the situation a little bit and surrender your desire to control people. Because being over controlling can sabotage relationships. So, to be more effectively in terms of achieving your goals, you have to back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. And I feel that if you do so, you're going to be soon surrendering to success. Okay? Because I feel that many of you are certainly ready to experience abundance. And remember, abundance, as I said, can come in, many forms here. It's not just monetarily. So don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. It's time that many of you embrace change. All right. So I'm going to go on and just shuffle up these cards here that I have here, just to give you 4 more additional messages here that I want to share with you, and how you can kind of, or things that you might consider when attracting or continuing to embrace this soulmate type connection that you have. Because I feel that for those of you who are in an existing relationship, it appears to be more of a soulmate type connection, or it's a connection that may have soured, and you're still feeling that soulmate connection here. So, Spirit, give me 4 more messages here that you like me to share here with Libra. Okay, 4 more messages, please. All right, let's see what we have. Okay. We have these 4 messages, and I'm going to read them as read what they have here. This, Libra, is a favorable time for matters of the heart, a time of inspiration, and as well as a time of healing. It seems to be coming towards you guys. I feel that a relationship might in fact blossom, and your heartfelt aspirations now manifest lovingly into reality. But understand that simply, in order for you to heal your relationship with another, you must first heal the relationship with yourself, or that you have with yourself. And I think, Libra, this not only includes with your existing partner, but I feel it's with an ex that maybe many of you or some of you may have hurt, or you have hurt them, one or the other. It's time that you forgive yourself, accept yourself, and love yourself. All right? Now is the time, Libra, for you to close your eyes and feel your spiritual connection to everything on this planet. Every person, animal, tree, and flower. Feel the ocean, the wind, the sky, all in perfect harmony, moved by the one eternal flow of love. Also, too, I have a very strong message here for many of you, too. In order to cope with separation from a loved one, because as I said, it seems that this reading is not only involving couples, but it seems that it's also involving someone from whom you've been estranged. You need to realize that spiritually, though, even though you may be separated, you are always connected to those that you might still love here. And this is also telling me, too, that this is also, some of you may also be concerned about someone who has passed, okay, that you've been kind of contemplating, or it's just that they've been in your thoughts here, okay, that this wants you to know that they are with you, okay. Soon I will be posting more mediumship type readings. We're just going to explore the entire mediumship topic, and we won't be dealing with romantic type issues on those readings, so expect those coming very soon here. So with that said, getting back to this message here, understand, Libra, that neither distance nor time can really separate that which is united by love. All right? So, in conclusion, today, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to leave you with a message here from Spirit, a postcard from Spirit, just to give you something that you can think about, as you move forward, particularly during this time period in question. Once again, this reading is valid until the end of June. Okay, so Spirit, what final message would you like me to share with Libra in closing? Okay, here is the postcard, Libra, and I'm going to read it as it is written. Okay. Dearest you, if you allow your awareness to settle in, you will hear us whispering sweetness and encouragement to you. You would know the truth of things that cannot be discerned through the material world. The receiver for this kind of essential knowing is your intuition, which is not your sixth sense, but your first, the primary navigational system of your soul. You are entering the age of consciousness. It's time to accept that the paranormal is normal. Human beings are multi-sensory, multi-dimensional beings. Spirit infuses all things, and your soul's job is to discover those essential truths here on earth where we all agreed to play. Today, trust your spidey sense. Read between the lines. Tune in to the stories behind the stories. And your world will show you miracles. Fear not, for we are right here and Spirit loves you. Trust the invisible. So, Libra, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope that this reading has offered you the information that many of you have been seeking. Be sure to like and share, subscribe, and be sure to send me over your comments. All right? If you'd like a more personal reading, you can definitely contact me at will.brown@watconsultinginc.net. Enjoy your evening, and I look forward to hearing your comments. Thanks a lot.